Hey, it's Chris Beyer.
Chris Bowling.
CV, we are in focus this morning with Brad and Tally from Benefit Staff, now Assured Partners. What are we talking about today?
We are beyond excited to have these two on In Focus. I'm sure our competitors would wonder why we're having our competitors on, and they had joined AssuredPartners. Brad and Tally, was it in January?
Yeah,
It was
January 1.
These two are rock stars. They were impossible to take clients away from. We had prospected their clients and wined and dined their clients, and they kept saying, we're not leaving Brad and Tally. So
Yes.
You know what? If you can't beat them, join them, right?
Yes. So we were super excited to have the two of you part of the Assured Partners team and being able to work alongside with you here in 2022 and beyond. But to kick it off, tell us who you are. Let's go, Tally. Who are you? And I guess what got you into the employee benefits industry?
Yeah, thanks guys, first of all, for having us. So that's to say, my name is Tally. I'm a mother of 4 very busy teenagers, and I have a pretty good husband too, I guess. And I got started actually in college. I helped an American family agent, and I was like, okay, I like the order, but I also like doing something different every day. And that's how I got started. When I relocated to the Quad Cities, I discovered health insurance and dipped my toe in that water for a while. More so on the marketing side, which is probably where my passion is. And then I was lucky enough to have a mutual friend with Brad, and they said, Tally, you and Brad need to meet each other. And we did, and that was about 5 years ago, right, Brad? And then here we are today.
Wow.
Awesome. And likewise for you, Brad, as well. Talk a little bit about your background, got you into the industry.
Yeah, and also, but just to echo what you said, we are so thrilled to be a part of this. You both and Lena and the whole crew, it's just such an honor. Your reputation precedes you in such a great way. So this couldn't be a better partnership. We're thrilled. Let's see, where to start. Let's see, I'm born and raised in Iowa. I went to University of Iowa. In my senior year, a company called Principal Financial was interviewing on campus for a national accounts underwriter. I had no idea what that meant, but I thought it's either that or stocking shelves. So yeah, let's try this insurance thing out.
Yes.
And then, wow, roll the clock 28 years later and a lot of gray hair, and I'm sitting in front of you, and there's probably plenty to fill in between, but it's one of those things that you just don't really plan to get into. But once you're in there and you find your spot, like Tally found her spot with communication and marketing, and I found mine on kind of the numbers, analysis, presentation side, and you blend it together and you find out what works. And so that's what got me here today.
Oh, it's interesting. All 4 of us had an entry into the industry from college life, and it's cool to see how we've all developed through our different paths to get now to that point of being able to work with Assured Partners. So who do you look to as ideal clients? Who do you work with? And we know that you consult on benefits. You're very focused on that, but what fits well for the two of you and who you've worked with historically?
Yeah, I can start out, Tally, if you like, and then feel free to jump in. We tag team stuff a lot here. So I would say typically it's a larger client. And I know in this area, larger probably means about 100 or more employees.
Yes.
And they tend to be self-funded, although they don't have to be. Because of those characteristics, they tend to like people that are comfortable diving into the data, so that technical background helps, really helping them understand what's driving their costs, and then objectively, what can they do about it? And then I think the other thing, this, Tally, I'll hand it to you, we have seen such a shift, probably in the past 5 years for sure. HR departments are getting more and more strained, smaller, or to do more with less, and they're really needing help with communication and just making sure employees appreciate these benefits. And that's where Tally has just been able to really add some value. I'll kick it to you just to chat about that. Whatever you like.
Yeah, I think that's just that. I think the groups that we've most meshed with are the groups that want to bring us in as a part of their team, which is how benefit staff started, right? We will be a part of your benefit staff. So one that wants to integrate us, one that is interested in sharing what they're doing with their employees so they can get us involved and get us in front of their employees. So groups that are hands-on probably tend to be the ones that most gravitate towards us.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chris.
certainly makes our job easier, right? Is that when you've got that client that's distant, that, you know, just wants to renew and move on, that's difficult because then we all feel like we're not doing our job. But yes, I completely agree, man. When you've got that client that's engaged, that wants to move to that higher performing status, we just love it. And I know you two just do a phenomenal job at that. So that's great.
So what do you see as, you know, some successes of being able to mesh communication and employee understanding of benefits alongside of identifying data? Because those are two totally different components on the spectrum of what an employer needs, but if done well together, do you have maybe just an example of something that's worked well, or, you know, a client success?
No, I'm just having fun.
There goes the whole in focus. No.
Got it. See you later.
None of it works.
So, you know, it's so funny. It just really evolves. And I think, you know, so many of our clients come about actually from word of mouth. We've been fortunate with that. So we do good work that gets out to other clients that it tends to talk to and people that like that model talk to friends that also like that model. And so that's maybe why it seems to work for us. I wish I could say I could identify all groups in the front end that want a technical person and someone that's really good at communication. I think at the end of the day, though, all groups need that to some degree.
Yeah.
But I think they realize if they weren't getting it before, how much they like it now.
Yeah.
And that's been key. And Chris, to your point of, you know, for those groups that really just want someone to present a renewal and see you next year, we wouldn't feel right helping them because we want to do our full menu of work for them.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I wish I could give you a more systematic answer than that, but I think it's just kind of evolved. And I think the word of mouth has obviously helped.
Yeah, I think when we're able to help employers, we'd all be lying to ourselves if we didn't say it wasn't. The bottom line is important, right? We want to save money for the employers. We want to save money for the employees.
Yeah.
So sometimes we have to make those decisions that may not seem as much fun.
Yeah.
But when we're able to help employers explain to employees that we're doing this for you and not to you, and employees embrace that, that's a huge win for us.
That's so well said.
And we know, right, if that employee can better understand their benefits, they can be better consumers. Boy, it makes our job a whole lot easier at that renewal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well said.
I was curious, between the two of you, do you have maybe a philosophy that you've operated with either in business or life that helps guide you, or that you say, you know what, this is our focus?
Yeah.
Be one or both. You know, both. So I'll let you just go for it.
Yeah. Okay. So those that know me know I tend to lean on the humor side of things. So I'm really going to try my best to give you the serious answer first. I will say, and also those that know me know I can never name quotes exactly right. So I won't even try. But I will say, and Tally's going to agree with this, but I think the golden rule is the best way to go through life. And, you know, treat others as you want them to treat you, type of thing. The humorous side, I was really thinking of Ricky Bobby, you know, if you ain't first, you're last, and then trying to wonder what to do with my hands, but that's a silly thing. Tally, I did get a kick out of the one line that you do say a lot for work. It's good to share.
Yep, I say a lot, and it goes back to that. We're not doing this to you, we're doing this for you. Lots of times we have to do things that take work. But I always say it's not painful, but it's not painless. Yeah. But we're gonna really like what's on the other side. And we'll help you every step of the way. That's exactly what Brad and I like to do.
I do like the Ricky Bobby one. That's one that you can live by every day.
Alongside you here in 2022, and appreciate you taking some time to talk with us.
Hey, you both as well, and we apologize in advance that we just did to your ratings on this show. So we'll make it up to you.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank
you.
Bye.